Hello friends, and welcome to your Friday pick a card. Today is going to be an awesome day. I have picked a nice group of cards or decks of cards that we're going to be using, and I'm quite excited. I haven't even done the messages yet, and I just know that they're going to be absolutely awesome. So we are almost, I'm just thinking today's the 10th of July. We are almost the middle of, the middle of the month. Middle of the 7th month. This year has just been, it's definitely one for the books, isn't it? And things don't seem to be easing up. Things don't seem to be getting any better. So we're all sort of adapting. We're all sort of getting used to the new normal. There are still some challenges, but I've noticed with my client sessions this week that everybody's sort of getting on with business again. Okay, so we had a couple of months of panic. We had a couple of months where everybody was like, oh my gosh, what's going on, and how am I going to be, and am I going to be okay, and is my business going to cope, and am I going to have a job, and all of these kind of things. Whereas now, as much as there is settling there, it's really, the panic is still there, the fear is still there, but we're just getting on with stuff, which I think is really great, because when we are stuck in fear, that's when more problems come, because then we're not progressing, we're not doing anything. So the fact that we are moving, the fact that we are busy, the fact that we are just getting on with things is a good sign, and it is a sign that we are going to get through this together. Okay, so don't know where that came from, but anyway, we put it out there. You are here for your Friday pick a card bundle. So for those of you who have not met me before or have found my channel for the first time, welcome. I am Intuitive Rene, based in Durban, South Africa, and I do these videos every Friday, and I do tarot scopes on a Monday. So basically the way it works is in a couple of seconds I'm going to put an image up on the screen which will have your bundles, your cards laid out for you, and all you have to do at this point is just look at them and decide which is the bundle, which of these has the message that you need. And once you've got it, then if you're on YouTube, in the description box below will be timestamps that you can go straight to that section. If you are on my blog, just below this video will be the timestamps that you can connect to. And yeah, hopefully you get really awesome messages. So this week I have decided to do 2 tarot decks and an oracle deck, which I think will give us some interesting ones. So we're starting off with the Osho Zen Tarot, which is going to give us our theme, our sort of kind of theme for the message. Then we're going to go into, if I can pick it up, the Mystic Dreamers Tarot to get the actual message itself, and the detail on the message we're going to get from the tea leaf fortune cards. This is only a small bunch of them because it is a monster-sized deck. There's a whole lot of cards. There's 200 of them in particular. So we're going to use a combination of these 3 to get really awesome messages for you guys. Okay, so let's breathe. On screen now, you will have the image of all the cards that are available for you today. Bundle 1, Bundle 2, and Bundle 3. And you can see how they're laid out. You can see that all the cards are there. So just close your eyes and take a deep breath for a second. Exhale out all your worries. Exhale out all your stresses, all your concerns, and all your anxieties. And just allow yourself to look at this image and to see which is the one that sort of is calling you, which is the one that's pulling you in, which group or bundle seems to be a little bit brighter than the others. And let that be the bundle that has the message that you need. Okay. And if you want to watch all 3, by all means, go for it. You may get something out of each. Actually, I'm almost convinced you will get something out of each one of them. And friends, in exchange for these videos, all I ask is for a thumbs up, a little comment from you below, and subscribe to my channel, because that is how you support my work, and that is how you help the channel grow and reach more people. All right. So with love and blessings from me to you, I shall see you at your bundle. Right, so you chose bundle 1 as the bundle that has the message you need to hear. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I do hope that you are well. I do hope that you are okay, and I do hope that you are as excited as I am to do this for you. So if you didn't watch the intro, we're starting off with the Osho Zen Tarot, and this is going to give us our theme for the message today. So while I'm shuffling, we're asking that all the cards that I draw today, all the cards that I draw today be exactly the cards that you need to hear. Let them carry the message, the theme, the objective, the advice, the guidance that you need to hear today to help you on your journey of life. May it be the cards and the message of inspiration, of guidance, of hope, and of love. and may it just leave you feeling uplifted, supported, encouraged, and motivated. Okay. So this deck, the Osho Zen, it is a tarot deck, and it's going to give us the theme for your message this week. And you've got healing. So all of you who chose bundle 1, it is very clear and very obvious that clearly you need healing of some kind, in some form, in some way right now. It could be on a physical level, it could be on an emotional level, it could be on a mental level, it could be on a spiritual level, it could be all of the above. It could be work, it could be finances, it could be absolutely anything. It could be absolutely anything that you need healing on, and that is what we're going to focus on today. So your entire message is going to be on getting the healing energies that you need. And I just love this card because you can see we've got the person lying there. There's a hand across the face, there's a hand across the stomach, sort of covering all areas and ensuring that healing is received on all areas that are needed. So I'm going to leave this card here in front of me on the table so that I can see it. And I now am going to pick up another tarot deck. And this is the Mystic Dreamers Tarot. And I'm going to shuffle. And now we want to find out, what kind of healing do we need? What do you need to do to receive the healing? Where is the healing relevant? Where is the healing needed? Where is it not going to go? Where is it going to go? What is the detail of this healing that we need? So we're asking Mystic Dreamers to give us that information today. Let's see what we get. Okay. So we're going to take, from the Mystic Dreamers, I think we're going to take 2 cards. So I'm going to take that one there. You go away. And I want to take this one over here. Let's see what we've got. Okay. So the first card we have, if I can just, 3 of Wands. Okay. So the first card we have, if I just show you the image quickly. There we go. Isn't it gorgeous? These cards really are stunning. So Mystic Dreamers, the first one we have is the 3 of Wands, and the 3 of Wands is basically saying to you that decisions have been made and we're just waiting for it to fall into place now. Remember, our theme is healing. So what the 3 of Wands is basically saying to you is that everything's already, whatever your treatment plan is, whatever it is that you need to do to recover, to get well, to get better, the decision or the action has already been put in place. It's already been decided on. It's just a case of, I almost want to say it's like you've placed an order with the pharmacy and you're just waiting for the meds to arrive. Okay. So that is what the 3 of Wands is basically saying to you. There's not much more that you need to do. So it's not like you need to go out there and do anything. It's not like you have to go out there and achieve anything. It's just a case of recognizing the healing is needed. The healing is coming. It's been ordered. It's on its way. You've just got to wait for it to arrive. And connected to that, I love it, is the Knight of Swords. Okay. And if you have a look, I wish I could get push a button and just get this camera to focus on the card. So here we have a gentleman sitting on his throne. He is the knight. He's sitting on his throne, but he looks a bit forlorn. He looks a bit like disinterested. He looks a bit like, he's not feeling the feels. Okay. So generally the knight is fast action. He's jumping, he's moving forward. He doesn't think so much as he carries out the instructions and the actions. But this particular knight, he's not like that. He's feeling a little bit like, And you know what? Because of the healing that is needed, because of the healing that's coming, maybe he doesn't have the energy. Maybe he's so busy in his head thinking about all the things that are right, all the things that are wrong, all the things that he should do, all the things he wants to do, all of the kind of things. He's actually not getting up and doing anything. But I'm going to put it down, because our theme is healing, I'm going to put it down to not having the energy. So in your mind is busy. Your mind is crazy with the stuff that needs doing. You've got a long to-do list. You've got a long list of things that need to be done, that need to be carried out. But right now for you, you're like, oh, I just don't have the energy. It's like waking up exhausted every morning. Okay. And remember, the 3 of Wands is telling you that the healing is on its way. So if you are feeling like this, if you are feeling a little bit run down, a little bit exhausted, a little bit like, no energy, just know that it's okay. Just know that it is okay. Healing, change, and all of that stuff that you need is on its way for you. Okay, so I'm again going to leave these on the table here in front of me, and now I'm going to pick up. So this is the tea leaf fortune cards, and there's a whole bunch of them. I'm not even going to try and shuffle these, because it is quite impossible to shuffle a round deck when you have bad fingers like I do, and I'm really throwing them all over the place. So just going to try and move them around a little bit. So we're trying to do a shuffle, but you can see what happens. Let me put it in the camera. You can see what happens, and then they just fall all over the place. So we bring them all together. Let's just try one more. And what we're going to do from these cards is we want just additional information about the healing, additional information about how you're feeling, additional information about whatever it is that you're going through, okay? So I have shuffled them all, shuffled as best as I can. I'm going to hold it like that, and I'm just going to randomly take a card from there, and I want to take a card from there. Let's see what we get. So the first one we have, just make sure I'm holding it in the right way, is Dagger. And you see at the bottom what it's saying to you: fear, worries, and tense situations. So the healing that is needed, that is on its way. Where's my on its way card? There's the on its way card. And here is the stuff that's happening in your head. It makes total sense. It's like a dagger. And it's telling you because of fear, worry, and tense situations. So obviously with the stuff that's happening in the world right now, you in particular, all of you who chose this particular bundle, you are obviously feeling the fear. You are obviously stressing about it, and it's creating a tense situation in your life, or you're worried about the tense situation. Okay, so I understand this card, and it fits in perfectly with everything that we've covered so far. Let's see what else we have. Oopsie, helps if I hold it upside the right way up. Apple. Temptation will test you. You know, when I saw apple, the first thing that came to me was that old adage that says an apple a day keeps the doctor away. So it goes back to the healing. It goes back to nurturing the body, nurturing the self, putting in the energy that is needed, giving yourself the healthy food, fruit, whatever it is that you need. But then it's also got to do with the snake. It's also got to do with the temptation. And maybe it's the temptation that is causing all this worry, this temptation that's causing all this anxiety. And maybe that's what you need the healing from. Maybe you need the healing from all the temptation that's there for you. So friends, this is a very interesting reading indeed. So for all of you who chose bundle one, just understand that right now, your focus for you, today is Friday, then there's the weekend, or whenever it is that you watch this video, just know that your focus is on healing you, not anybody else. Nobody else in your household, no other friends and family, colleagues, acquaintances, cousins. It doesn't actually matter. The focus is on healing you. Give you the time that you need to heal. Recognize that the healing is already on its way, okay? The decision and the actions have already been initiated. All you have to do is wait for them to come through, wait for it to happen. While you're waiting, sit there and do nothing. Sit there and relax. Sit there and try not stress, try not worry, try not cause additional anxiety for yourself. Just allow the time to tick by. Just know that the stress is related to all the fear and the worries and the tense situations that you have around yourself. And here as well, don't fall into the temptation of going back to work. Don't fall into the temptation of doing whatever it is that you feel obligated to do. And I'm going to connect this temptation apple card with our knight, because he's so busy in his head. So when your mind is telling you, no, you're fine, carry on, remember, we need to wait. We need to wait for the healing. We need to wait for that to come in before we step forward. So do not allow temptation to test you. Do not allow temptation to get the better of you. Let the healing happen. Once the healing is complete, then you can move forward. But for now, just know that I'm sending healing to every single one of you. And what I want to suggest, or what I'm going to do for you, is that I have a healing book, and every morning and every night I send healing to everybody whose name is in that book, and I'm going to add bundle one to that list today. So for the next week, every morning and every night, you will receive Reiki healing, energy healing, universal healing to help you with whatever it is that's going on in your life. So friends, those of you who chose bundle one, really, really interesting message for you today. And I do hope it makes sense. I do hope it connects with you. It just gives you a little bit of, it's going to be okay, because it is going to be okay. All right. And all you need to do right now is wait for the healing, allow the healing to work, allow the healing to go through your system and to do whatever it needs. Don't resist it. Don't fight it. And don't be stubborn with it either. Okay. So from my heart to yours, until we meet again on Monday for your Taroscopes, you take care. Right, and welcome to those of you who chose bundle 2 as the bundle that has the message you need to hear today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So if you didn't watch the intro and you're not sure what cards I'm using today I am starting off using the Osho Zen Tarot deck, and then I'm going to be using the Mystical Dreamers Tarot, and then we're going to finish off with tea leaf fortune cards as well. So 2 tarot decks and an oracle deck today. And yeah, bundle 1 so far was very interesting indeed, and it's I'm quite excited to see what we get for you, and for bundle 3 after you, of course. So we're doing bundle 2, and as I'm shuffling these cards now, we're asking that the cards that we draw today be exactly the cards that have the message of guidance, the message of hope, the message of inspiration, and the message of love that every single one of you need to hear right now. We're asking that the message gives you the answers, gives you the inspiration, gives you whatever it is that you need, dealing with whatever it is that you're dealing with in your life right now. So from this Osho Zen Tarot deck, I am looking for the theme of your message. I am asking for the theme of what is significant, what is important, what is it that's on your mind, what is it that you need most right now, all of you who chose bundle 2. And let's see what we get. Okay, shuffled enough. Right, so Osho Zen, give us theme. Intensity. So you know what, I just look at that card. I mean, you can see the face coming through. She's piercing through. There is that triangle, that void, and she's piercing through, but it is intense. You know, she's got all this energy and it's being focused. It's like being pointed in one spot. And, you know, it's hard work to push through. It's hard work to pierce through that veil. So for all of you who chose bundle 2 right now, intensity is your keyword. Intensity is the theme. So everything in your life at the moment maybe feel like it's at that breaking point. You may be feeling like everything is so focused and so connected to that one point, and you're not quite sure how to handle it. You're not quite sure what's going to happen next. You're holding your breath in anticipation to see what comes next. But the intensity, the energy, the emotion is so strong. I like that. All right, so I'm going to leave that card in front of me so that I can see it. I'm now going to pick up the Mystic Dreamers Tarot deck, and we want to now know about this intense energy, this intense feeling, this intense emotion that you have around you at the moment. What is significant? What is important? What is it about? What do you need to know? How do we handle it? What do we do to make the most of it? And how do we navigate it so that we come out unscathed? Because I think that's the most important thing. We want to deal with it, and we want to come out of it without any troubles, without any concerns, without any issues. Okay. Right, so I'm going to draw 2 cards from this deck. So I've got one there, and let's take that one over there. Let's see what we get. So the first card, I just need to make some space here. The first card that I have drawn for you, and unfortunately these don't come through very clearly on screen. If I do that, there we go, 5 of Swords. All right, so the 5 of Swords is one of those really interesting tarot cards, because it basically says to you that you need to win, you need to succeed at all costs. It doesn't matter who you have to step on, step over, step through, step around. It doesn't matter what you have to do, but make sure you do whatever you have to do to win. You have to make sure that you do everything necessary to come out of this as a success. So this lady here, who is you, okay, she needs to win. She's still got 2 friends who are on the field as such, in the field, and she's like, okay, I've already got, you can see she got 4 swords around her, so she's already knocked off or dealt with 4 situations. She's got her sword in her hand, and she's looking back at her friends, and she's going, I need to get rid of them. They're an obstacle. They're a challenge. They need to go. Okay. So she's being a little bit malicious. She's being a little bit devious. She's being a little bit, I almost want to say self-centered, but she has to, because trust me, those 2 ladies are conniving against her anyway. So it's a case of beat or be beaten. All right. And it's interesting, because that creates this huge intensity, doesn't it? Just when you're thinking about, well, I have to take them out before they take me out. I have to do that before they do it to me. I have to, you start hyperventilating, and the intensity levels just keep rising. And that's exactly what's happening there. Connected to that, 6 of Wands. I love it. So I just want to see if I can hold it that you can see it. There we go. Okay. So the Six of Wands is, so we've got the Five of Swords and the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands is the one saying to you, you've been out to battle. You've been out and you've done everything you've needed to do. You've now come back in. You've come back to town. You've come back to yourself as a victor. In other words, you have won, you have succeeded, you have achieved. And now as you come back in, everybody is in recognition and celebration of your efforts, of your hard work, of everything that you've done. So the intense energy around you at the moment is because you know that you have to take out the competition. You know that you have to knock people out of your way. That intensity and the anxiety attached to that is quite frightening, because you're probably a nice person. You're probably somebody who doesn't like taking out the competition. You're probably somebody who's not really a fighter, but you have to, okay? And you know you have to. You know you have to. You know you have to do it, and you know that it doesn't matter what you're feeling here. It's something that you have to do. You know, again, there's that saying about being cruel to be kind. These, you know, tough love. All of those kind of phrases is basically what this card is all about. But here it's telling you, but you know what? You will succeed. You will achieve everything you need to. You will get the reward that you're after. And by reward, I don't mean the gift necessarily, but sometimes it's the reward of knowing you've done the right thing. Okay, so I'm going to leave these on the table here in front of me. And I'm now picking up this tea leaf oracle, and you can see there's 200 cards. Shuffling this is a nightmare, because, you know, to try and navigate around cards, I'll show you what happens when I do it. I just end up throwing them all over the table. So I have shuffled beforehand, but I'm just going to try and just give it a little bit of a whirl, and just rearrange the cards slightly. And I think that's enough, because I can just see me throwing all 200 on the table. So what I'm going to do is these the back of the cards, but I want to just grab one from there, and I want to, oops, and I threw it on the table. Oh, no, I didn't. The one I wanted is still here in my fingers, and I'm going to take that one over there. Right, so we've got those two cards, and let's have a look and see what we've got. The first one you have is Tankard. And can you see it says celebration, fun, and enjoyment? So you know what? This intense feeling that you are experiencing at the moment, this knowing that you have to do something that you don't really want to do, or that it goes against your grain. Remember we said that there will be recognition and there will be celebration, okay? There will be celebration for the achievements. And I think that's important, because I'm almost guaranteed, I'm almost sure that all of you who chose bundle 2, all of you who are watching this right now, you're not really the fighter type kind of person. You're not really the kind of person who even wants the recognition. You don't even want this. You're not the kind of person who says, hey, everybody look at me, okay? And when it comes to this tankard, when it comes to the celebration, the fun and the enjoyment, I can assure you that you'd be the one setting it up, inviting people, hosting it, without actually being in the forefront. What else do we get with it? See if I can hold it. Haystack. And it says karma, you will reap what you have sown. I love this. I love this. So you will reap what you have sown. Now, I know that this card is telling you that sometimes we have to do things we don't like to do, that sometimes we have to do things that go against the grain of what we feel is right and wrong, but it's something that is necessary. It's something to correct, I'm going to call it an evil, correct something wrong, correct something that's bad, and doing so, where's the wrong card? And doing so means that you will achieve and attract good karma into your space. You will reap what you have sown. And what you have sown is righting whatever is wrong. Okay. I can just imagine the intensity. I can just imagine you sitting there going, I can't do that. I can't do that. But you can, you will, and you must. And from that, you are going to have awesome celebrations, and you will be righting the wrongs that have been done around you, to you, for you, in front of you, whatever it may be. All right. So, friends, those of you who chose bundle 2, that is really awesome message. I do hope it makes sense to you. I do hope you can connect it to something specific in your life. I do hope it just talks to whatever the situation is that you're dealing with, whatever you're facing at the moment, whatever you're needing to do that you're a little bit nervous of, that takes you out of your comfort zone, that makes you question and challenge and question why. Just know that it is necessary. You have to do this and it will be okay. All right. So with love and blessings from my heart to yours, until we meet again on Monday for your Taroscopes, you take care. And welcome to all of you who chose bundle 3 as the bundle that has the message you need to hear. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you are well, and I hope you've had a good week. So today I am using 2 tarot cards and an oracle, and we're starting off with the Osho Zen Tarot. And this is going to give us our theme for our message today. I must say message 1 or bundle 1 and bundle 2, their messages were very different from each other, but so detailed and so interesting. Once I am finished with this deck, the Osho Zen, we're going to move on to the Mystic Dreamers Tarot. And from there, we're going to go on to the Tea Leaf Fortune cards. So there's going to be, like I said, 2 tarots and an oracle. And while I'm shuffling, let's get straight into it. So while I'm shuffling the Osho Zen Tarot, this is going to give us our theme for our message today. So we're asking that all the cards that we draw today be the cards of inspiration, guidance, healing, and love that we all need. May it give us the answers to the challenges, to the questions, and to whatever's going on in your life right now. That the cards give the exact message that every single one of you need to hear, right now. Okay. Right. So I'm just going to draw 1 card from here, and I want that one over there. I love the images. So this is the card of the miser. And you know, what is the miser? What is the archetype? What is the energy of the miser? The miser is somebody who feels as if life is unfair. The miser is somebody who feels as if they don't always get what they need. They don't always get what they want. It's like the whole world is against them. They're feeling a little bit hard done by, but they're also not really big on sharing, not really big on giving what they have in excess to others. So the miser is somebody who is always wanting to take, always wanting to grab, not necessarily wanting to give out and share, okay? But look at the jewels that she has. Look at the beautiful feather hat that she has and everything else. But she's not really big on sharing. She's not really big on connecting with others. So it's like me, myself, and I, okay? So we're not saying that all of you who chose bundle 3 that you are the miser, but you're certainly dealing with miser energy in one way or another. So you either have a miser in your life that's causing conflict. You may very well be the miser. Please don't, it could very well be that. But maybe it's also saying to you that there are certain areas of your life where you need to be the miser, where you must be the miser, okay? So, you know, it's not always a bad thing. Sometimes it is when we do it in excess, but when we do anything in excess, it's too much. So your theme is going to be around miser energy. Your theme for your reading this week is going to be about checking in to see where we need to hold on and where we need to let go. Where are we hard done by? Where do we need to be hard done by? Okay. So I'm going to leave that one on the table in front of me, and we're now picking up the Mystical Dreamers Tarot. And this is going to give us the detail. This is going to tell us where in our lives we have miser energy or need miser energy, where we are being a miser, where we need to be a miser, and where we may be being hard done up by, where are things maybe not so fabulous where we want it to be. Okay, so let's give it a shuffle and let's see what it tells us. I'm liking this. So we're going to take 1 card from over there and carry on here, and I want that one over there. So we have our 2 cards. Okay. First card we have is the 3 of Swords energy. 3 of Swords energy is heartbreak. Okay, 3 of Swords energy is experiencing some kind of loss. We've lost something, whether it be, typically this refers to relationship, but it could be anything that's happened in your life where you've lost something and you are feeling it in your heart center. Okay, anything that has caused a loss, caused heartbreak, caused devastation, that you can feel it, so your heart is broken. So, losing your job, losing a loved one, losing your financial stability, relationships, there's so many different things that could happen that could cause this heartbreak, this pain in your heart kind of emotion. Okay, so clearly this is what's happening for you right now, is that there is pain in the heart somewhere. Connected to that, let me have a look. Four of Pentacles. And Four of Pentacles is so miser energy. I love how these cards all just tie in. So Four of Pentacles is about holding on tightly to what you have. Four of Pentacles is saying to you that sometimes we hold on so tightly that we become the miser and we don't want to share anymore. But it's also saying to you that you need to hold on. But it's knowing that balance. And I think that's, again, miser energy doesn't have balance. There's no balance with sharing, holding on, giving, taking, expecting, wanting, needing, desiring. There's no balance. And that's exactly what the Four of Pentacles is saying to you. So, friends, looking at these two together, we clearly have heartbreak. We clearly have disappointment. We clearly have hurt somewhere in our life. Something is not going right. Something is causing pain. Something is causing heartbreak. There is something that is not going right with you. And I am going to take a guess and take a stab. It's got to do with money. It's got to do with material possessions. It's got to do with stuff. Okay? Something has happened to our money. Something has happened to our income, to our stuff, which is causing us pain, causing us heartbreak, causing us confusion, and making us think like, I don't know what's going on. Okay, I like that. All right, I'm going to put these two down in front of me just for a second while I then pick up the tea leaf fortune cards. So there are 200 cards in this pack. Shuffling this is an impossibility for me, who is such a bad shuffler as it is. But I do try, and then they go flying on the table. And obviously these cards being round as well also makes it a bit challenging. So let me just shuffle where you can see, trying to shuffle. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. But I did shuffle before we started the video, and I do think we're going to get exactly the cards that we need. So what I'm going to do, I found the easiest way with these is to actually hold them sideways. And I'm going to just try and grab one card from in there. Right, we'll hold it over there. And let's take one over there. Oh my gosh. Right. Oh, how interesting. Let me just put them that you can see them. Haystack. Look at the message at the bottom of Haystack. Karma. You will reap what you have sown. So, if you have been the true royal miser and you have not shared, you have not given what you have in excess to others, don't expect people to give to you, okay? On the other side of this, if you have given too much, if you have given away whatever is significant and important in your life, just know that it's going to happen to you as well. Because Haystack, if I just hold it the right way, Haystack is saying to you, you will reap what you have sown. So any good that you've done will come back to you. Any bad that you have done will come back to you. And when we look at this heartbreak card, I wonder if that's not what the heartbreak is. The heartbreak is you experiencing something that has now come back to you. We're not saying that you did bad before, but maybe something happened before and now the heartbreak has come back to you. Okay. And also just to remind you about this one, it's a case of holding on to what is dear, what is important, and what is significant in your life. So we have got the Haystack card telling you that you will reap what you have sown, and connected to that is yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. So it makes perfect sense, doesn't it? The yoke is telling you that you are trapped, you are stuck, you are tied down, you cannot get free. And again, it's what's causing the heartbreak. It's what's causing this pain and this discomfort, and causing you to feel as if you are alone, causing you to feel as if you have nobody by your side. But I honestly think that there is a silver lining here. I honestly think that if you just recognize that giving and giving and giving and giving and giving of yourself all the time is a mistake, is a problem. You need to hold on to what you have, hold on to what is important and significant to you, recognize that, and by doing so, you will attract the haystack, you will attract all the good karma, and it will free you from feeling trapped, feeling bound. You know, one day you have access, and let's just talk money, okay? So let's just say last year sometime you had excess of money, and you were kind and you were generous and you dished it out to everybody who came knocking at your door. Now you find yourself in a position where you don't have as much money as you did then, and you're probably now going to your same friends and saying, hey, how about helping me out? And your friends are saying no. All right, because they are being the miser, they are being greedy, maybe they don't have, whatever the circumstances, but you are feeling as if everybody's turning their back on you. You are feeling as if you are completely on your own and you got no support. All right, and just know that the karma that you dished out before is going to come back at you, which will free you and help you to not feel so trapped and so frustrated. All right. So friends, those of you who chose bundle 3, I do think that was an incredibly powerful message. I hope it makes sense to you. I hope it connects to some area of your life and just gives you the guidance to know that it's going to be okay. All right. I'm going to show you this card one more time. 4 of Pentacles. Hold on to whatever's important and significant. It doesn't matter how broken it is. It doesn't matter how it's not perfect anymore. If it's perfect to you, that's all that matters. And hold on to that energy. Be the miser. Hold on to what is important and significant. Let the rest go. Do not allow heartbreak to rule and to control you. Okay. From my heart to yours, until we meet again on Monday for your tarot scopes. You guys take care.